Welcome back once again, Spazites, to another Munchkin video. Today, we are working on reviewing, opening, checking out Munchkin Double Dungeons, Munchkin 6. This is the 6th or 5th expansion for the Munchkin Prime game. We have 40 dungeons and 32 portals for Munchkin in here. Now, I do have to take some of these cards out, because if you look here, this set includes cards from Munchkin 6 Demented Dungeons and Munchkin 6.5 Terrible Tombs, now in a single convenient pack. So I need to, we've already done Munchkin 6.5 Terrible Tombs, so I've got to go and take those out of this pack before we get in there. I'm hoping they have a unique marker between 6 and 6.5 so that I can tell them apart. Otherwise, we will just be doing the whole thing because I don't remember which ones were which. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open this up, get the cards out of their little shrink wraps, and separate them, and we'll be right back with our review. So yeah, be right back. And here we are back. I decided to actually take the time to separate them. I actually had to look at my original 6.5 and separate them. So this is the original Munchkin 6 Demented Dungeons, and then this is the sequel Terrible Tombs, and they put them together in a Double Dungeons pack. So the 6 Terrible Tombs is a lot smaller than the Terrible or Demented Dungeons. So this is going to be a few videos, just so everyone knows. We won't be going over these again, the Terrible Tombs. And so we'll just put these to the side for now. I think maybe I'll get rid of the original 6.5 that I had. Not sure how. Maybe Amazon. I don't know. But yeah, for now, we'll just, let's get started on this, because there are a lot, especially a lot of dungeon cards here. We'll start with the portals, which is the doors here. And then we'll see how much longer we have. And then we might start these on this video. Otherwise, we will just do these in like 2 or 3 separate videos, because I'm not even sure how many's here. There's quite a few. Total in this box is 40 dungeons and 32 portals. So, yeah, there's a lot here. So let's get started. Let's get right into it here. Let me adjust my camera a little, my phone, and yeah, okay. So portal number 1, the gods reward lameness. Discard all dungeon cards in play. The lowest level player draws the top 3 dungeon cards and picks 1. If players are tied for lowest, each one draws 3 and picks 1. After the new dungeons are chosen, reshuffle all remaining dungeon cards, including any already discarded. And then that's just another of the same thing that God's Reward Lameness. A narrow passage. Draw a new dungeon, and the Munchkin who played Narrow Passage is now out of the old dungeon or dungeons and is in the new one. At the moment each player's turn starts, he leaves the old dungeon or dungeons and enters the new one. When all players have entered the new dungeon, discard the old ones. Players in one dungeon cannot help players in the other or give away trade items. You may still curse, send wandering monsters, and so on. Another narrow passage. I like the variant art there. One of them, the head is sticking out, and the other one, the butt's hanging out. I wonder if there's a related art for this one. Yeah, it looks like this little guy who's being electrocuted is being electrocuted. That's cute. Okay, so 2 narrow passages. We got a cave-in. The walls come tumbling down. The player of your choice loses a level. Discard the dungeon card of your choice and draw a new one to replace it. And then we have a secondary cave-in here. You've got the rock that fell before, and now more rocks are falling, so everyone's running. Either that, or that poor guy is under this rock. All roads lead to Rome. Discard all dungeon cards in play and draw a new one to replace them. And then another All Roads Lead to Rome with the same character again. Grey Hellhound coaches. Leave the charioteering to us. I like that. Walking in circles. Choose any previously discarded dungeon card to put in play. If none have been discarded, draw a new dungeon card instead. Its effects add to those of the dungeon or dungeons you are in now. Walking in circles. Same thing, right? Yep, same thing. Okay. Secret door. Draw a new dungeon card and put it into play. Its effects add to those of the dungeons you are in now. Secret door, again, so that's the same thing. Cleared the dungeon. You have slaughtered everything larger than a bug in the dungeon, and most of the bugs too. Everyone goes up a level. Choose your dungeon to discard. If it was the only one in play, draw a new dungeon. And then cleared the dungeon again. Teleport. Poof. Poof. Discard the dungeon card of your choice to draw a new one to replace it. And then teleport again. And that is it for the portal cards. So these just go in your door deck and you shuffle them up good so that you're actually playing in these dungeons for a short period of time. And then, like I said, we've already gone over the portal cards for 6.5, so we actually aren't that far into this video, so we'll do another 5 minutes. We'll do the first few of these, which there's a lot of reading to do on these cards. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, who cares? Okay. Dungeon of Elvish Excess. Everyone who is not an elf gets an elf card. If there aren't enough elf cards in the discard and deck, fake it. While in this dungeon, your elfishness cannot be lost or discarded. It does not count against your normal limit of races, so half-breed could let you have 3 races. If you play a half-breed card and no other races, you can declare yourself to be a half-human, getting the normal benefit for half-elf, half-human characters. When you leave this dungeon, you must discard races to get down to the normal limit, and your elfishness can now be lost or discarded normally. So, there's a dungeon. Dungeon of Genderbending. Everyone changes sex and gets the standard -5 penalty on their next combat. This is not a curse, but the effect can be reversed by a wishing ring. Decide what the opponent's sex version of your name is. Anyone who calls you by your real name rather than the opposite sex version loses a level. Anyone who gets sex changed again while in this dungeon goes up a level. Your sex reverses again with all the same effects when you leave this dungeon. Dungeon of Stupendous Skills. Everyone gets a class card from the discards, or if necessary, the deck reshuffle, afterwards. Everyone gets a card from the discard. Oh, or the deck. Okay. A reshuffle after. Players choose classes in reverse order of their level. That is, the lowest level player chooses first. If you don't wish to play your new class now, put it in your hand. While in this dungeon, you may have 2 classes. Cards in play without a Super Munchkin. And if you get a Super Munchkin, you can add a 3rd. When you leave, you'll have to decide which extra to discard. Dungeon of Ridiculous Races. Everyone gets a race card from the discards, or if necessary, the deck. Reshuffle afterwards. Players choose race to reverse their level. sorry, players choose race in reverse order of their level. That is the lowest level player. So it's the same as the skills, but now with races. While in the dungeon, there is no limit to the number of races you may have in play. While you leave, you'll have to decide which extra or extras to discard. So, Dungeon of Militant Monsters. While in this... Whoa, hello, stop blurring, please. While in this dungeon, each player may play one monster from his hand into the existing combat without using a Wandering Monster card. You only need a Wandering Monster card if you want to play another monster into the same combat. Okay, cool. And then, let's see, Dungeon of Feeble Foes. Any bonus on the monster card is doubled and reversed. So, for instance, a monster which normally gets +5 against elves now gets a -10 against elves. Penalties on monster cards are unchanged. So that puts this video at over 10 minutes. So I am going to do a quick pause, count how many these are, and yeah, we'll be right back after this quick little cut. So we've done 6 of these cards. There are 28 left. So we're going to break this into 2 14-card videos. So this whole thing for Munchkin 6, Demented Dungeons, will be a 3-video series. This is part 1. And yeah, until... We'll see you in a couple days for part 2, and then next week for part 3. And yeah, if you like this video, please leave a comment down below. Thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you're not already, and you really like this video, please subscribe. It's completely free to do, and would really help me grow my channel. And again, I'd really appreciate it. And that having been said, until next time, as usual, be kind, happy hunting, and goodbye. Don't forget to wash your hands, and when you go out, please wear a mask. Bye.